All right. All right, there's some numbers again. Okay, I think it might not be streaming on YouTube at the moment, but we've got Twitch and Mixer going. Excuse me. Come with me, we're going to the treehouse. Well, YouTube says I'm live, it's just not going out live. And YouTube is suggesting to me, that I should go and watch that guy that I've told you about from back home who's crazy and he streams. I'm gonna see. Let's go to see if I can turn the YouTube back on. Sending. All right, it says YouTube is online now, and I will believe it. Oh, and Pat is confirming. Conforming and confirming. Anyway, let's talk about old TV later. Actually, let me see real quick. I'll Google it. But my brother texted me just before the stream, and he was telling me about that guy that he occasionally. Oh my god. Okay, I don't know if you could hear that, but I think I could just hear that in my headphone saying, "But power off." So if something happens, I won't be able to hear it now. Which makes keeping this headphone in my ear completely moot. So let's just do that. Actually, Ripley, real quick. There you go. I'll be right back in half a second. While I realize I'm completely tied up in cords. And good. There we go. Just going to turn this headphone back on. There we go. Device connected. Bang into the microphone. Who's that Pokemon? It's me. It's always me. Hey, your buttons are still working, so that's pretty great. Anyway, camera 2. Oh, there's camera 2. It's way out of sync. Camera 2, what's the deal with you? Oh, snaps. There we go. And camera 1, you're in sync. So anyway, I was gonna Google something. What if I just look up treehouse theme, treehouse intro, Canada. Looks like a lot of intros to newer Treehouse stuff. If I type the Treehouse. Well, there's Under the Umbrella Tree. PJ Katie on Treehouse TV. Yeah, no, it's from a time before the internet. Sunny. What could happen under the umbrella tree? Sunny days and thunder. Friends are having under the umbrella tree. So come on, everybody, see you up at Holly's. Holly was her name. In your imagination, you'll find an invitation under the umbrella tree. Just realized you can't see that. Anyway. Get out of here, internet. I did love that theme song, and I love just watching it again, even though I didn't put it on the screen for you guys, because I'm a monster. But yeah, that was Under the Umbrella Tree. I can't find the Treehouse thing, which really you shouldn't be able to. It's garbage. It's garbage and it deserves to be lost. But, like I was saying, my brother texted me to update me on what that other crazy guy who streams is doing. So, as I told you before, he was all like putting knives in his mouth, cops coming to his door, pulling a knife on the cops, some stranger coming to the door, pulls the knife on them, like, hey, it's me, your friend, like, all right, but don't come up on me like that, or else you get stabbed. Revving a motorcycle, a full-size, like Harley Davidson, in his living room, living in filth. But mostly, he's got more people watching than me, and I'm sure it's mostly because people are monsters, and they're mean, and this guy genuinely needs some sort of help, for sure. But instead, people harass him till he tries to, verbally fight back, I guess. So today, or the last few days, I guess, he's been... Well, first it started with, so my brother texted me yesterday, I think it was, and says, hey, so he's trying dog food today. What? He's what now? Yeah, he's trying different kinds. He's got a bunch of different kinds of dog food, and he's trying them, and he's gonna, tell us which one is his favorite. So, he tried the first few. Yeah, he threw up once or twice, but out of the first 3, he liked 2 of them, and then he was moving on to the wet stuff in cans. Wrong camera. In cans. What's happening right now? What are you even describing? I mean, I don't even eat cat food. And, look at me. Look at me. I'm a cat. I'm an honest-to-God cat. Yes, I'm wearing Magnum P.I. Shirt and or hat. And yes, maybe I stole Tom Selleck's mustache in the night and glued it to my face. It doesn't matter. Those are just unnecessary details at this moment in time. The fact is, he's doing what now? To where? Oh, God. Yeah, I don't know. I think I quit the internet. What do you even think? Oh, Pat. Yeah, so, drawing camera. He was trying some, he got to the wet stuff. I think, I forget if he said the first one made him throw up, and then the next few after that, he was liking them. And I'm just like, yeah, of course. He's gonna find his favorite, then go back and eat more of that. Or he's going to get to the end of these and go get some more, because, of course, you get all kinds of attention from eating weird stuff. Joe Rogan is the most popular, most listened to, most watched thing on the internet now. And I'm pretty sure it's because he started out as a guy making people eat stuff, and he was just a host. He didn't even care. He didn't even like it. So he was eating. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. I kind of wanted to do a thing where it's like it's me, but then inside of me is like Milo in that silhouette, and then like make one dark and one light, and that, excuse me, put the title up at the top and call it, I don't know yet, comic strippings, cartoons. Pretty sure the subheading of at least of this, like the, you know, the title of this combination of stories, I believe is just going to be called Too Much Magic. But I still need, I want like a one-word title, ideally, two at the most. I like comic strippings, but that still sounds kind of dirty. But it also kind of sounds like bacon grease strippings. Anyway, speaking of gross stuff, let me see if I can get used to switching cameras over here. So then today, my brother sends me some more texts right before the stream. The first time, not the second time when I restarted it. Because yeah, I have no idea what happened there. It just, the internet went away, and I'll be honest, I got a little scared. But we'll talk about the toilet paper thing as well in a second. But yeah, so my brother sends me a text, and he's like, "Hey, so today, after all the dog food and cat food stuff, he told people to just like give him random unmarked cans. So people are just dropping off, I assume, on his doorstep and taking off unmarked cans of things. And then he's trying them. Of course he's going to try them. Who's not going to do that? And I believe the first one was like a fish thing. And it's like, okay, yeah, of course everyone's gonna give him the grossest thing that they can come up with. But the last thing I wrote to my brother before I started streaming was somebody definitely has a little canning machine, like something that can can stuff. Somebody definitely does in their home, for sure, have the ability to put their own or their dogs or their cats or a mixture of the three, a nice melange of feces in a can, and then boop, there you go. So at some point, this guy is going to eat some cold, wet turds, maybe mixed with something else, some mashed up ham, some canned ham. Ideally, he is poor and just needs food. But he also, the last time I watched, was like, what? Well, you don't think? I'll do a line. So he definitely has Coke, and I'm pretty sure it's expensive. I don't know much, but I'm pretty sure your Coke's expensive. And you've got a Harley Davidson and no furniture. So it's all a sliding scale of, there's a lot of times the risk of being a monster myself, but every day I risk that just by being awake. There's a pretty sliding scale. There's a beautiful, gorgeous sliding scale. There's a simple scale of poor to poor decisions. Like, he probably we probably make the same amount of money, but a bunch of his goes on beer and just random junk and whatever and cocaine and just the list goes on. The amount of problems this guy has that he's funneling money into, for sure, is just like, you can afford all that. Like, you don't seem poor to me, but you seem poor as a human because of how you're wasting your time and energy. But again, I don't know. If your real goal was to someday be interesting enough to have a live stream that people watch, then success, you did it. Meanwhile, the police are coming to get me because my stream crapped out for 5 minutes. But But yeah, people love watching train wrecks. Like, that's why, like, monster trucks are still a thing for a reason. Not because they're awesome, because it's watching stuff get smashed. All of the things. Okay, see, this doesn't make any sense. If this is my shoulders up here, then what's this down there? Come on now, guys. Come on. I'm not even paying attention. So that's what that guy's up to. And, just leads you to think, so what are we doing? What are we doing? What's the point of anything? Like, what's the point of anything? And there isn't any. There isn't any point to anything. And I do not mean that in a terrible way. I mean that in the best way possible. I think I've heard it 1,000 times before about a lot of people, but it's just like, oh yeah, like life got so much better when I realized it's all made up and the points don't matter. Like we're just doing whatever. That's the game. Take Roy off road if you want, or work at a carpet store. Like both are still good, valid things to do. People need carpet. You want to be the one that sells that to them? Awesome. A long time ago, in a galaxy not so far away, Graham came up to my desk and would tell me about Warcraft. The world of Warcraft. The entire world of Warcraft. A big, expansive world that goes from here to there, and you can hold the up button for an hour, and then that's what you'll be doing, is walking from here to there as a virtual character that might be some sort of elf thing, or a goblin, or whatever. Sometimes a person. Whoever plays it a person is boring, but whatever. Sometimes you can get some sort of thing to ride on. And I played it for like a month, and I'm just like, this was me playing it. I'm gonna put a tape in the VCR because it was still one VCR's worth thing, and I'm gonna watch a movie. Cause I mean, I think I had a DVD player at the time, but it was like I still had VHSs. But anyway, this is me playing the game, just walking towards my dead body for the most part. Oh, good game, good game, good game. It's still a big deal apparently. Good game. But yeah. Graham came up and he was like, do you know what my Warcraft dream is? You know what I would love to do with my life and time? Like, what? In the Warcraft world, I would love to be the best. I want to be the very, very best blacksmith, like weapons maker. And people from all over the world of Warcraft will come to me, and I will be in one place all the time, and I will sell them the weapons that I craft, I guess. That I Warcraft. What? So it's like, yeah, you can do this. Like, yeah, you can mine some stuff, but then at a certain point, you can like mine your, the right metals, or I don't know what it is, but somebody can make some weaponry either better, or they can make it from other stuff. I can't remember exactly, but I know that. It stuck with me. This has been a long time ago. He's probably playing a different game completely now. But at that time, it was just like, you strive to be a non-playable character, Graham. Graham! What? What? And I'm like, I can barely judge. As somebody who is just like, I'm trying to non-play the game as hard as I can, but I still want to, do something, and this is my version of crafting weapons, but my weapons are here. Let me make a book for you to read, the weapon of entertaining yourself while you're waiting for a bus or on a toilet. And it's the same. So it's like taking that from then, Voltrining it together with the time I've spent being myself and making these idiots is just like, yeah, we're all trying to find our way to be, our own adventurer. We're trying to be our Link, but we're also trying to be that old lady that's just like, oh, go see Mr. Pemberdale over there. I think he's looking for a fish, Link. Those definitely aren't Zelda voices or names, but that's okay. That's okay, because I also learned this week a little saying, a parable, words to live by, and what if no? That's weird. Um, over at art club, and when we have our little art club, Nellie's kid is usually playing Mario Kart with Margot for a little bit until he goes to sleep, and he's really not good at Mario Kart. But I can see he's trying to find all the secrets. He's trying to just drive around the map, which I totally relate to because that's how I play Grand Theft Auto. But at a certain point, this little kid was way behind. He was in 12th place, and first he said like, "Oh, like there's 13 places, or there's 12 places." Like, yeah, there is. You can tell because you're number 12. I said something like that to him. And then, oh, this is not where I wrote it down, but I remembered it. At a certain point, he said, "Hey, I'm just trying to get out of 12th place." And we all, pretty much all, looked at each other and said the same thing. I'm just like, yep. And I can't remember who said it first. Gabe or Margot said, like, "I think that's a metaphor for life." And I was like, I was literally about to say that. Like, oh my God, I was starting to say that. Like, it is so a metaphor for life. Like, we're all just trying to get out of 12th place. Like, that's it. No matter what we're doing, everything's a race. And we're always, from our perspective, so far behind. Even though there's still 3,000 people behind us, it's still like, 12th place. Like, that's pretty good considering there's a billion people in the world. But man, it just sounded just like, yeah, man, yeah, we're all just trying to get out of 12th place. Um, I still don't like this cover. I'm still not loving the idea, or it's just not happening the idea that I want. So I just want the silhouettes that represent me and Milo. If I do opposite, because he is overpowering in life. And people might think, oh my God, that cat must turn into a giant in this book. I have to read it. He doesn't. Or I'll very quickly add a page where he turns into a giant, and then he'll be like, hey, wait a second. I'll be like, what? He's like, you can't end the book yet. Why? On the cover, I'm clearly a giant, but I have not turned into a giant. Like, oh my God, fine. And then some sort of magic thing because the overall title is Too Much Magic. And I'll be like, oh, there's too much magic. And then maybe little Mirko will show up again at the end and go like, what a dilemma. And fake to be continued, or maybe to be continued. But set up all this magic stuff with Billy Zane, and now the Jamiroquai room, and oh yeah, Avocado Shakes knows who Mirko is. And then the last part of this story that I put on Instagram was the D&D dice. So there's another comic where Milo throws the dice, a Minosaur shows up, and then we have to deal with it. So we have to lose. We have to use what we've learned in all of our comic adventures to defeat the Minosaur. And spoiler alert, Billy Zane is no help at all. He's too busy writing his Titanic character reboot. Um, But yeah, I don't know. Usually when I try to have these things printed, it's like so fast, like in less than a week. So I might still make it before the little Truro Minicon, the Kobaquicon, part Kobaquid, part convention. Actually, I believe tickets go on sale today. They are free, and there's like limit of like 150 or something like that. And yeah, I better make sure I have a table. I think that I do, but who knows? Who knows? Oh, what if this is just all in shadow? Do, do. Pretty menacing. But then why isn't Milo all in shadow? Oh, who knows? Why don't I just pick a bigger brush? That's pretty fun. See, it's like Milo overshadows my life, but I control what comes out of his mouth because I'm in front of it. Ah, symbolism? Yeah, symbolism like a fox. What else do I have written down over here? Oh, yes, toilet paper. Let's talk about toilet paper for 2 quick seconds. Over here. Hey, camera 2. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I'm mildly terrified because, there's a virus and I keep seeing one. Hey, there's nothing in Nova Scotia so far. Everyone in Nova Scotia, it's pretty much quiet and cool. Just wash your hands. Hand sanitizer is basically poison. Don't bother with it. I haven't used hand sanitizer in a long, long time. There definitely was a time where I was like, hey, cool, it's like I'm clean, washing my hands all the time. It's like having soap and water, but without soap and water. What a convenience. And then after a while, I'm just like, this makes my hands feel real dry and weird. I'm just gonna wash my hands normal from now on, and then that way, it's just better. It's just better. So that's fine. I've been to the grocery store about 100 times this week, and I definitely did notice, hey, good thing I got some toilet paper not that long ago, because there's none. I guess there was a sale on all of the different kinds of toilet paper. I don't I don't know what's going on. Ah well, maybe they're just gonna restock later or something, etc. And then, you scroll through Facebook for 2 minutes or Fearbook. Let's call it Fearbook from now on. So I throw on Fearbook and it's all like, hey guys, here's 100 memes about toilet paper. You guys are going nuts. Don't forget to wash your hands. Blah, 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 blah. It's a hilarious situation. No, it's not. No, it's not. Batman? It's probably a very serious situation. You can't just wipe your butt of the coronavirus. You gotta wash your hands. And wait a minute, what are we talking about? Toilet paper? Yeah, toilet paper, and I don't know why. But if worse comes to worse, you could still just soap. Well, that's what you'll have to do is soap and water your butt. Just like bidet days. It's an event that I'm gonna start. Bidet days, where you come on down, wash your butt. Butts do get sick first. but but yeah, I don't even know. Like even today, it was just like, hey, like don't forget, like get supplies. But like we're still fine. But other places they're shut down. Schools are shut down. This and this and that. Like okay, like I'm like I said, mildly terrified. I don't have any supplies of any kind. I have like a jug of water that I got the last time there was supposed to be a storm like a year ago, and it's still there. It's just plain water. I don't know. It's probably not the best at this point, but it's still water. Um, and then beyond that, um, like I don't know, like because the internet is so stupid now, and when I say stupid, it's just so teeming with memes, teeming with memeing over there on the internet. And it's like, yeah, a lot of these are hilarious, but for some people that need to get some real news, can everybody just shut up for 5 minutes and somebody normal talk? Anybody? Anybody? No? Oh yeah, nobody's normal. Nothing matters. We're all just trying to get out of 12th place. Like that's it. Oh, carry on then, internet. Carry on. And I'll do my best to Curtis carry on. My wayward son. There'll be peace when you're done. Don't you cry anymore. So, today I was going to go to the grocery store and get some stuff. I don't even know what. Like, I'm just going to get a pile of canned soup, I guess, because I realized the other day, like, oh, I should throw this soup out. This is pretty old. Oh, it's still good for another year. That doesn't make any sense. There's carrots and chicken in here, and celery, potatoes. But also, the dog food guy, he was reading the bags of the dog food stuff, and I said, like, yeah, I should hope so. I would accept nothing less than details of what's in this so I can compare and learn from, his stupid dog food eating experiment. But I mean, I don't know, the grocery store's closed now, but I'm almost like, I should go and get something. But I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess that's in case the grocery stores get shut down. I know that in some place, somebody posted, Australia maybe it was, maybe Europe, that they're like putting a freeze on mortgage payments because like, hey, nobody can go to work, nobody can do anything right now. So yeah, all your bills are stopped while the world is stopped because what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I was like, all right, at least somebody's thinking of the people. But meanwhile, the other reason I'm terrified and confused is America, America, America. What's with you? Something from the coast to coast you never seen. Some guy saying crazy stuff. He's the presidential dream. It's the red, white, and blue. It's the not so funny things you do, America. You. The last Colbert I watched was a few days ago, and I'm like, I don't know if I can do the Colbert anymore. I can't do Colbert anymore. Everything's so depressing and sad. But President Genius was like, hey guys, here's the deal with that coronavirus. People are actually kind of just getting better on their own, really. Just by staying at home and relaxing. Even better, some people are just going to work and getting better. Everyone just carry on as is. I don't know what everybody's talking about. Yeah, I think the real fear is, of course, that everybody listens to that guy, or at least so many people listen to that guy, and that's like the beginning of the zombie apocalypse. All the people are like, nah, this is cool. I'm just gonna go rub up against these other people who look sick, cause I still like them, or this is my only chance to rub up against them, or whatever. I want to be at ground zero. I want to be the one who's like the first zombie. I want to be the first zombie. Let's do that. Or just, hey, the president's super smart. Let's just treat it all like it's no big deal. It's no big deal. Yeah, there's like lots of death, lots of fatalities, but let's just pretend it's no big deal. Yeah, he's a good president. I hope he stays forever. That's the other thing I'm afraid of, is he's just not going to go away, and people are going to be like, no, cool, we're just going to worship this nut. I mean, a lot of us are still like, no, 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 Obama, hey Obama, yeah, Trudeau, he lied about all that stuff he said. So can you just come fix everything? Can you just come fix everything? Oh. Please, sir, can you fix it some more? But everybody wants something that'll never give up. Everybody wants something that'll take your money and never give up. See, cartoon still sounds too much like it should be animated. Comic strippings. It's too weird. I genuinely feel bad about the amount of time that I feel good about not being American. Like that's a travesty. Like that's racism right there, and regionalism at least. And it's just not cool. But it isn't like, hey, I hate America. Excuse me. It's hey, I hate super racist white people who won't listen to any type of reason for any way, in any way, shape, or form. Did I ever mention that I'm afraid of Americans? I'm afraid of their words. I'm afraid they won't like me. Did I ever tell you that Johnny wants something in cars? He wants a sip of a Coke. I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid they won't. I'm afraid they can't. You know what? I'm actually quite afraid that I've forgotten the lyrics. But I'm afraid of Americans. Johnny's an American. Johnny's an American indeed. Indeed. Forsooth and forthwith. Thanks, buddy. You're a dream. I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of their words. Johnny's an American. Johnny wants cars. I used to have that pretty well locked in, but not anymore. Not anymore. But yeah, I'm afraid of the same kind of Canadians as well. Now that I realize, oh, you guys exist. Thanks, Facebook. Thanks, Facebook. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. I'm also everywhere. In the shadows, lurking. You're virtually nowhere. All right, you're over there in the corner of the room in the darkness most of the time. There's no crimes in here. Go solve some crimes. There's tons of them out there. You're the worst. I think I might be the best. But if I could just ask you, where's Rachel? She's dead. She's dead, man. She's wicked dead. What else have I got over here that's not depressing? Oh, hey. Told you about random cans. Last week when we talked about the Ninja Turtles versus Batman comic adaptation into an animated short, one of the things that they added from the or added that wasn't in the comic is Baxter Stockman, which if you don't know a lot about Ninja Turtles, Baxter Stockman is like a fly man. He's a scientist guy that is like the sidekick to Shredder, and at one point Shredder turned him into a fly, and he's got little wings and little fly arms. No big deal. There's been a few different versions of him. I believe that I want to say Cedric the Entertainer, but that is not the right name. Tyler Perry. There we go. Tyler Perry played him in the second movie. I don't know why my screen is flashing. I don't care anymore. And in the Batman Ninja Turtles animated thing, I forgot to mention that he's a little guy. He's kind of captured, so he's not the baddest guy. He's not really a villain. He's just doing what he's told, so he doesn't get killed. I'm like, all right, that's fine, totally fine with that. But he is a fly scientist man, and whoever's doing the voice of him is fully doing their best Jeff Goldblum impression. Now, it is by no means a bad Jeff Goldblum impression. It's pretty good. At first, I was like, this is great. And a few minutes in, I'm just like, in the room, in the production of this thing, I would have been like, yes, try to get the real Jeff Goldblum if we can. But so often now that's just become a thing where a fly man character always has a Jeff Goldblum-y type voice or references the Fly, that I'm like, I'm just kind of tired of it now. I'm just tired of it. I'm a jaded old man. Ooh, what if we do some perspectiving? But at the same time, I also thought it was great and really appreciated it for a few minutes. He wasn't a big character in the story, so as a little treat, it was okay. But I think what it was after a while, it just started to feel too much like a Goldblum impression than a Goldblum, and I would just have rathered a real Goldblum. But that's me. We already had the similar discussion about the Ghostbusters. Give me my Egon. I don't want Egon's nephew or grandchild. I want Egon. You CGI him in there. Younger than the rest if you have to. Something else over here wasn't eating dog food, toilet paper. Oh, yes. Turns out I love Mario Kart so much. And I might have mentioned this last week. I can't remember. I just picked it up, Mario Kart 8 or Mario Kart Infinity. Maybe that's what we talked about. But like I said, I mentioned it with other people because I'm like, hey, did anyone else just discover Mario Kart? Because I did. Turns out I love it. Last time I played Mario Kart was for the 64. And I thought that was the greatest back then. And I still kind of hated it because it's like, this is so hard. This is so hard. I can't win ever. And I don't know where I am. I can't figure this out. But I still think it's super fun and I love it. But it made sense because it was still a 3D world. You're still steering. It was just, there's still some awkwardness to it. But overall, still fun, even though I always lost. And then somewhere between then and now, like 2 years ago, I for the first time played Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo, which I didn't know was a thing. Genuinely had no idea. And it's like, all right, cool, let's see what that's like. And throw it on. And Mike and Holly, who used to live in this apartment, were like, woo, we're having a great time. And I forget the name of the other guy. But he was like, yeah, Mario Karting. And I'm just like, what's happening right now? I think I hate this. Because it's like, let's have a race. But let's do it with our little cars on like just a totally flat game board. Why wouldn't Streamlabs be hosting Toxic Tactic? Because I'm awesome. We're having a great time. I'm making art, but mostly because I work at Streamlabs. During the day, I make artwork for streamers for Streamlabs, and on Tuesdays, I do this. But also because I'm fantastic. Or, hey, maybe it's because you have a little cat who dresses like Magda P.I. Everyone should host a stream that has a little cat that dresses like Magda P.I. No, that's a stupid reason. That's a stupid reason. Don't host for that reason. What about if there's a Batman? Host for Batman. I vote for a host for a Batman. You've got to shut up, Batman. My throat. It's too much Batmaning today. Can't take any more of that. But anyway, those are my reasons. And because I tell fun stories and make up weird songs. Back to the drawing board. I don't like this title. Cat mix? It's like comics, but with a cat in the word? But I'm gonna go big goofy smile. What if it's just called Cat and Person? Excuse me. What's going on? There we go. Just said comic strippings. I still like that. It's in the first one where Milo says comic strippings. What about that title? Cats and Stuff. Comic strippings for Jizo. So anyway, back then I played some Mario Kart, and that was insane. And then I picked up Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U, and I was like, I'll probably never play this. I'll probably never play this at all. Come on, Drake. You used to work in the comic book store. You're the comic book aficionado. I haven't even bought any comic books since you haven't been at the comic book store. Just random ones, or I've rebought the ones that I bought from you 15 years ago. You were the one who picked out my comic books. Now I don't know what to do. So yeah, like I didn't think I would play it that much. Throw it in, and I just to make sure it works because it's secondhand from the pawn shop two doors over, and I don't know why I'm adjusting the size of this text. I'm definitely going to change it. But yeah, I throw it in, ended up playing it for the longest time. Like, I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, oh, I unlocked a character. Like, yes. So I'm unlocking tires, I'm unlocking characters. There's like some more tracks and characters that I definitely want, but I'm not paying for. I'm not going to buy this downloadable content. Very surprised at how little extra downloadable content there is for Mario Kart, considering how great it is. And sorry, just distracted myself by my own drawings. Yeah, still a weird cover, but I'll keep thinking about it. Anyway, um, yeah, just super obsessed with it. I cannot get over like it plays so well, so well. Like just went through almost no, I went through all of the tracks and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna buy the extra tracks. I'm gonna buy the Link motorcycle and the Tanuki suit Mario. And I'm just like, I want more stuff. There's still some other things um, to do. I don't really know how to drift. There's a few times that I've done it where I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want that to happen. That was weird. I've started doing this like jump and turn. So it's like on a sharp turn, just kind of jump, and he'll like turns real nice. And yeah, just the speeding up on the jumps, I'm loving that. But man, oh man, hard to put down. I also thought it was like 50cc race, 100cc race, blah, blah, blah. I thought those were all going to be different, but it's like, oh, these are just faster versions of the same thing. Oh no, I bought the other stuff that you have to buy. Mostly going over and then Nelly's kid playing and his Nintendo that he got, whoever had it before already bought all this stuff. So he's got all these other awesome bikes and characters and whatever and tracks. I'm like, I definitely want those. Fine. Fine, Nintendo. Take my $16. Take my $16. You deserve it. But yeah, that stuff is just the in-game stuff is there. I unlocked most of it, but yeah, then those last few things at the bottom, like as near as I could tell, you had to download them. I don't know how coins work. But I figured whatever. I mostly got a gift card to get some stuff, and I was thinking, hey, maybe where was I drawing this part at? I'm going to grab Mario 3 again and Mario 2 and those Nintendo games that I still need to play all the time and want to because I traded my mini Nintendo for the Wii U. And those are like $5.90 or $4.99, $5. So instead, though, I was like, well, I have just played the face out of Mario 2 and Mario 3. Although I still can't beat Mario 3 in one run. I think I can with Mario 2 now. So on a lark and a whim, I got Mega Man 5 instead of Mega Man 2. Like, all right, there's only 1,000 Mega Man games. Let's play another one for once in my life. So I got a Mega Man 5. Threw that in for a minute. So far, so good. And Super Mario World? Yeah, Super Mario World. The one for the Super Nintendo that I never played. Like, I played it once for half a second and was like, I don't know what's happening right now. I was still in full Nintendo mode, and other people were moving along, and I just did not compute. So I figured, hey, why not finally play Super Mario World? So I picked that up for like $7 or whatever that is, and then yeah, use the rest of the money to get some downloadable content for Mario Kart. Anyway, Super Mario World is insane. It's insane. I mean, like, mind-blowing. I had no idea. I had zero idea. Like I know there's a cape. I've used the cape before. I've played some of the Mario Maker levels that are Super Mario style, but I still usually kind of avoid them because I don't really know what I'm doing or what's going on. Even the fact that you can spin jump down into some blocks, I didn't know. I completely didn't realize that was a thing. Like, why is there so many things? Like, I don't know how to get through these blocks. Like, oh, you just spin jump on them? Makes sense, I guess. They added too many things in one game for that era. So, regardless, throw in Mario World for the first time ever, expecting kind of like regular Mario 1 or Mario 2. I'm just going to bop around for a bit. Just going to have a little bop around in Mario Land. No big deal. And like, second one, hey, here's some weird slanty hills. Like the first thing you're going to come across. Like, okay, hey, how about a giant bullet? What now? Yeah, just a giant bullet and some dragons. What are you talking about right now? There was one turtle. He fell out of his shell and put it back on and walked away and did a dance. I don't know what's going on. And then all of this stuff, I am still within the first screen. None of this is the most un-Mario, the most Mario Maker-ish level of craziness. Like, this is so much more like a mod than a Mario. I can't believe it. Again, I'm not saying I'm not like I hate it or anything. It was just like, what is happening right now? I thought the weirdest thing was supposed to be like, I'm going to go get a Yoshi. And then you jump on a Yoshi. And I am just like, Yoshi's crazy. Like, Yoshi's crazy. I'm always accidentally jumping off him. Accidentally killing him off. But it's pretty awesome, I have to say. But yeah, there's a lot of weird... Oh, yeah. And like... What was it? So it's like giant bullet, 2 dragons, a turtle taking his shell off, and then a football player guy. Hey, check me out. I'm a football player guy. Figure out how to deal with me. You jump on me, and I'm going to get back up again. You just keep jumping on me, I guess. I can't remember if you're pushing back. And yeah, Yoshi eating those apples. I forget what that does. Like, again, in Mario Maker, and is he in Mario U? I don't think he is. But yeah, Mario Maker, when the apples show up, or in some game, 3D Mario, is there a Yoshi? No, it must be. Yeah, Mario U, he's in there because it is a kind of floaty thing. But anyway, the apples lead to something there, and this way you need like 50 apples, and then it gets you a free man or something. I don't know. Again, still fun. Just gets real psychotic right away. Not like, hey, it's Mario. It's a me. Let's get used to this. Pipes? Remember pipes? Yeah, I remember pipes. Jumping on stuff? Jumping on stuff. All right, here's a bullet. Yeah, bullets. No big deal. Here's a big bullet. Okay. Ah, yeah, the power-up appears and drops down. That's what it was. But just before this stream, I threw on Mario U again. Because I finally went back and figured out, like, oh, if you replay this ghost house a bunch, it unlocks different directions. So I managed to finish the area that I never finished before. Because I was already at the castle, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to finish this yet. Oh my god. The Luigi version doesn't look different enough. So I finished that off, and now, yeah, I just took an attempt at the final battle and got to Bowser and went over him or whatever, knocked him down, and then Iggy or whoever it is and the wizard Koopa guy bring him back out and make him gigantic, and that's the last thing I got to was like, oh, cool. He takes up all the screen. But this is good. I've got 60 lives left and 1 Bowser to beat, so I'll have fun with that. And then there's go back and play the Luigi version. But anyway, Mario Kart. Ugh. I'm so impressed with how good I've gotten. I haven't played like the higher speed races yet. But I got through the 50cc ones in like first place most times, and I'm just like, I've never come even close to that in all of Mario Karting history, my own Mario Karting history. But the last thing, no, I don't like that, that I unlocked, which I had no idea either, was the Miiverse little Mario Karter. So like the little Nintendo Mii guy that I made, he's got a little car. So I'm like, oh, I don't need any of these characters now. Why did I pay for anything? Why, this is the only thing I ever needed to unlock. Because he's adorable. Now I just need to figure out how to do the online version where I assume I can play against Pat and Space Goonie. Because you can play multiplayers online. Looks like you can type in your friend code, however you do that, or add your Mario friends. But maybe you, I don't know. Since, the Switch is taken over. Why is this squiggle the hardest thing in the world to draw? You know what? So I did one game. My internet's been acting weird, since the apocalypse started happening. But I did one race where I came in like 5th or 6th. I was doing pretty good for a little while. But sometimes I'm like, oh, it's not fair. Everybody else shouldn't be allowed to throw stuff at me. Not fair at all. But it showed all the little guys on the earth and showed like where they're all from all over the earth. I was like, oh, this is pretty great. Just playing some Mario Kart with a bunch of random people. See what happens. See, I haven't even tried any of the other modes, really. I think I tried 100 there last night. I'll work my way up. Playing some of the balloon fightings. Frantic mode? What does that even mean? I don't want to play frantic mode. You're ruining Mario Kart. Oh, once I get all practiced up, then throw a wrench into my gears? Yeah. I mean, obviously that's what you do. But like I said, I'm already pretty impressed. I played it as much as I did. But for sure, like, well, I'm definitely not paying $60 for this because I'm not going to get my value out of it. But I'm definitely getting $20. I'm definitely getting way more than $20 worth of value out of it. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think I want that way. You're right. I wanted it just colors without lines. Right? Why are these lines acting so crazy? Sunny days and thunder. Your friends are waiting under Get out of here. Under the umbrella tree. Oh, for the love of... Yeah, that's all I got written down. Sure, there's 1,000 other things to talk about. There was definitely something from the market that I was like, oh yeah, I'll remember this. No need to write this down. Why don't you tell us that little story, that thing you didn't have to write down if it's so easily remembered? Just say that right now. What's that little bit of remembered story that's so easily remembered? Say it. Say it right now. Hey, pay attention to me. Just say it. But there's always something. I told you about the Alf guy and the cats. Oh, apparently we're not shaking hands anymore? Just read or saw a thing about that. What? This just in. We're not shaking hands anymore. Handshaking's out. And awesome. Awesome. Handshaking is gross on the best of days. But yeah, feel like this weekend at the market selling stuff, excuse me, was I don't know, the first time I can ever remember shaking somebody's hands. Basically, it's basically Demolition Man now. I mean, out of all of the it's not even a post-apocalyptic future. It's a technically a utopian future, depending on which side of the street you live on, lower or upper. But yeah, it's kind of full Demolition Man. You know, we're not actually like fighting with robots in the streets, but there's a lot of automated things. You get your movies from a red box or just from a screen. There's a lot of VR stuff going on right now, and I mean, without the toilet paper, that was the response when people were like, "What's up with the toilet paper?" Everybody's response was the 3 shells, and I'm like, yeah. I'm down with it. I'm down with the 3 shells. Just explain to me that, you know, they auto clean themselves somehow, or there just happens to be 3 of them. You just use one, it wipes. You know, just like when people were like, "Oh, you still use deodorant? I actually have this like weird magic rock." Good job for me. Like, wait, what? No, is it? I think you're just rubbing yourself with a rock. But everybody's kind of, you know, basically the smell that they believe that they are. Until you find somebody who also believes in that smell. Apparently I can get gifts. Damn it. Now I'm going to have to watch Demolition Man again. I really don't remember the high five stuff from that movie. And I've watched that movie way too many times. If you listen to the How Did This Get Made podcast, it's also one of the episodes of that podcast that I listen to over and over again. How Did Demolition Man Get Made? Oh, so good to hear, people just react to that movie. Funny people. Jason Mantzoukas reacting to Demolition Man is a treat and a half. A treat and a half. And I mean, they're partly right. People still treat Taco Bell like it's a place where you should go eat. And it's definitely not. It is definitely not. No offense if you love Taco Bell, because I'm not going to lie. When I first moved here, I was like, a Taco Bell. I haven't been near a Taco Bell in so long. I'm going to go to Taco Bell and I'm going to get 2 fistfuls of tacos. I'm going to eat them. I'm going to eat them because they go down like popsicles, like even easier than popsicles. Oh my God, they melt in your mouth. The tacos shouldn't melt in your mouth, but they do, and it's magical. And oh God, but it's not food. It's not food. It's not food. But that's why it's so good. That's why it's so good. As long as you don't get any of their whatever it is they're using for old vegetables, and you just get, the taco gun meat. The meat gun. Yeah? Where they just squirt mashed meat into a taco for you. Or so I'm led to believe, or I was 100 years ago. And I'm like, that's gross. That's super wicked gross. Not only is it semi-digestible, Patrick, it comes across as semi-pre-digested. Like, hey, you like a nice crunch? We do. But, all that chewing and whatnot. What am I, made of time and teeth? I'm not. I am. But, come on now, commercial guy. There has to be a better way. Whoa, all this food. Oh. Yes, there is. We've mashed up all of your food for you. You put it in this delightful little taco-y crunchy shell. It's like being able to eat the plate because you're stupid and you accidentally do that all the time. I sure do. Thanks, Taco Bells. And yeah, I mean, of all the meat pastes, it's the best meat paste. They've got their cheese on lockdown. It's definitely not cheese, but it's great. And even the lettuce. That's how I know it's not real vegetables or it's not real whatever. Like, yeah, pile a bunch of that crappy old lettuce on there. Somehow the meat paste does all the work. Oh, this is what Taco Bell loves. Taco Bell loves this. We'll have a new segment. Today is the day that we play a game that we play where we go to Taco Bell and we try to get home before our butts go to hell. Just dance, put on your diaper and dance the blues. Just poo, 'cause the Taco Bell is about to spew. Just sway back and forth on your toilet and regret your day. Hey, hey, we've put in Doritos, we've put in your... I'm done. Idiot. Idiot. Looked way too far. But, hot snakes. Just dance. Put on your hot snakes and poop your pants. Just spray. Spray the interior bowl in a all-covering way. No, yeah. The fun of Taco Bell is that I for real, and I know that I already can't do cheese out in the world very much anymore unless I know I'm going straight home, or, this place looks like it has a bathroom that I'm okay with using and or destroying. But I've still gone. I've stopped at the Bell. I've gone south of the border, as they say. Ding, ding, ding. Excuse me, sir. Used to be a time when I could say, here's $5, give me 7 tacos. And they'd be like, yeah, that's normal. Hot sauce is over there. And now they're all like, hey, do you want a hot sauce? Like, I would like a medium sauce. Yes, please. Beg me for it. And we're gonna forget it 6 times. Like, I hate it here now. But still, I don't even know. I mean, it's KFC Taco Bell, so that's weird as well. Because KFC is also synonymous with hey, are you eating this in? Because you should probably take it home. How far from the bathroom is the place that you eat? Maybe in the kitchen tonight. Maybe put down some newspapers. If you're gonna get some KFC, get some Taco Bell, put down some newspapers like you're gonna eat a lobster or do surgery on a cat, because that's what's gonna happen. So anyway, the heat is on. It's from the meat. Keep it from sliding down your leg. It's gross. But yeah, every time I think I've gone twice since I've moved here, which is pretty good because I've been here for like almost 3 years now, and both times it was, hey, oh yeah, this is great. Hey, give me some of those KFC French fries. Good stuff. Oh, Mountain Dew? You still make weird flavors of Mountain Dew? That's not good. Oh, this is going to be a terrible night, but these tacos, excellent. So good. Oh, wow. Barely finished it. I'll just finish it real quick. Get in the car. Oh. Why isn't this an automatic? Oh, I gotta jostle. So much jostling with the shifting. Oh, God. Were these pants on sale? I think I got these pants on sale. I could get another pair of pants. $30 isn't that much for a new pair of pants. I mean, I could wash them, right? I could wash them. I'll probably just wash them. Yeah. Maybe I'll make it home. Maybe I'll just shit in my pants and wash them. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Taco Bell's good. Taco Bell's so good. Ooh, they might cost me pants. Is it worth a pair of pants? It must be good if it's worth sacrificing a pair of pants. But so far, fully made at home. Fully made at home. What about other cheese and taco-based restaurants / food halls where you've stopped? Have you made it home from all of those? Is there any near misses? Or, to pardon some French, sharting? Any sharting on the way home? You got any sharting stories? Why don't you tell some sharting stories? No. That's gross. But yeah, of course. This quesadilla is great. Some sort of spicy jalapeno mayo dipping sauce for us? Yeah. Yeah, give me one of those and another one to take home, because I'm not going to be able to finish it here, and I'm going to go for round 2 when I go home. Also, I'm going to be screaming in the bathroom for a little bit. Well played, sir. Well played. Just sway. Sway on your red shoes and sway away. Just put on that red light, Roxanne, and dance the blues. Under the moonlight, the serious moonlight, so serious. Cause Johnny's an American. Why can't I remember that song? And I can't listen to it because everything gets muted. Oh, the age that we live in. Access to all the music, but if you share it while you're streaming or recording, it gets muted. Unless you're everybody else TikToking and whatchamacalliting. I did not poop my pants. Oh, hi, Daryl. I did not. You want to have it? Okay. What time is it? Oh, it's already 10:30. Why does TikTok get a pass? Because they haven't gotten into their algorithm yet, I guess. Because Instagram still, like, it goes back and forth. Sometimes I'll do some lip syncing with that wrong camera. With the Parada plant there. And then Instagram was all like, hey, we're going to flag it. They don't call me. But, you know, I get a text message thing that says, by the way, no deal. We saw you trying to have fun like everybody else on the internet, but we're just going to take the sound off, so it's just you flapping a Mario puppet around like an idiot. Oh, thanks. You know what? We're just going to delete the whole thing. Okay. Anyway, I'm just going to scroll through 700 people doing these little in unison dances to pop hit songs. But I'm guessing it's because TikTok is somehow interlocked with all of the hip hop and the rock, and they synergize and suck each other's business agendas. Inappropriate ways to say things. Inappropriate ring-a-ding-dings. Because I'm to the extreme. I'll rock your mic like a vandal. Light up your stage and wax your chumps like candles. So fast that the Packroids, they say, damn. If you buy art by weight, I'd sell it to you for the gram. By the gram. And if you got a problem, maybe I'll solve it, but I'll be Instagramming my Taco Bell and omelet. It doesn't make sense, but who cares anyway? Come on now. Grab it. No, squarer. Cause is he strong? Listen here, bud. He's got that radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread? Hey, pal. Just take a look up there overhead. Hey, man. There goes that Spider-Man. In the chill of the night, at the speed of a crime, he arrives just in time. Because he's Spider-Man. He's Spider-Man. He's a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Yeah, that's right, Packroid. I'm trying to put together the daily comics, plus I got a bunch of other ones that I haven't put out on the Instagram, in a book. There's a little mini convention here in Truro in a few weeks. I'm going to see if I can print it off before then. Pretty sure I can't, but I'm going to see if I can. So today, working on a cover where Milo is looming. Luminosity. Lumily. Cause is he strong? Listen, bud. He's got radioactive blood. Something else? He's over there. Hey, Mysterio. Where's your hair? Oh, man. That's just a Spider-Man. In the chill of the night, at the speed of a crime, he arrives just in time. Cause wherever there's a bang up, life is a great big, no. Cause life is a great big bang up, wherever there's a hang up, you'll find a Spider-Man. Climbing walls, taking pics. He's on walls cause his hand sticks. Shelby always has a table there. But if Shelby already has a table, then that means it's too late to get a table. So they just have a big, crazy get a table fest. And it's too much. It's just too much. It's too much of a hassle. If they invite me as a guest, I'll be there. That's from now on. That's what I'm doing. Terra style. Show up as a guest, but I am not jumping through the hoops. Staying up into the middle of the night to try and get onto the sign-up sheet to be able to get onto the sign-up sheet. No. Too lazy for that. Unless somebody wants to be my publicist, a manager, get me paid for those things, then you can have a cut. Then, deal. As in, it's a deal, not deal with it. Excuse me. Talking about that hoop life, it's like a dupe life. Jumping through shoop life. No, rather have that shoop life. Which life be dupe life? Shoop, shoop, be dupe knife. I come from a land down under. Where women bathe and men chunder. Purple and orange. Purple and orange. I mean, I want to go blue. Is blue the right answer? Where's my cursor? Oh my god, it's the middle of the night. Purpley green or bluey green, you say? I was. Oops. I was right. And in the distance, a dog barks. Because that's what they do. And I hate them. Good night, guys. I'm going to close up shop in about 2 seconds. This is way too late for this nonsense. Well, like I said before, odds are the title will change, and so will this image. But see what happens. Anyway, thanks for stopping by for yet another stream. I've got to go to bed because I have work in the morning, where I got to do basically the same kind of stuff. And don't forget to go to nosuchthingasgrownups.com. Follow the Instagram. That's where I update when I'm streaming and where I put all the artworks and whatnot. That's enough. Let's go to bed. I'm tired. I don't care anymore. Good point. Ripley, go ahead and press the button. Good to see you, Daryl. And everybody else, thanks for stopping by. As per usual, talk at you guys next Tuesday. Because that's what I do. That's what I do. Meow, 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 meow. Yep, awesome, Rips. Let's get out of here. I can't find the button. Credits. Avocado shakes. Pat Proust 101. Space Scooty 42. Everybody's got some numbers or foods for you.